Okay, so g'day guys. We're on the line with vocalist Mel and guitarist Mark of Adelaide Black Death Metal Heavyweights in the Burial. How are you guys?
How you going, Cameron?
Good, how are you?
Very well. You guys have had a pretty big couple of months. You've had new additions to the lineup, a big show, and released a couple of brand new tracks. Let's start off by talking about the return of Nathan on bass and the arrival of Philip on guitar. It sounds like you guys had a fair few people audition for those positions. What set those two guys apart?
Basically, communication with Nathan reformed, and we spoke about the history and everything we've had beforehand. Spoke about what we're going with the future. We both seem to be on the same page, right time, right place, and that seemed to work out well for there. With Phil, it was just an audition process. He came in, he had the right mindset, he was motivated, he was keen, he learned everything quite quickly, and just the vibe went well, and you can't ask for much more than that.
Absolutely. And so you premiered the new lineup at your first show in what seems like forever on September 2 at the Enigma Bar. How'd that go?
Yeah, it went really well. The Friday night was a lot better than we expected. We had a really good turnout. Actually, all the bands had a really good turnout. There was a few people pretty keen to see Grey Tomb, which was from Hobart?
Melbourne.
Oh, Melbourne, sorry. Who put on an amazing show. So, yeah, it was actually quite a good turnout all in all.
And you've premiered a couple of new tracks which you've also released since then, Arise the Heretics and In Linear Lights. How's the response been to that?
Yeah, really positive. We weren't sure, I guess, how well they'd be taken because they're very different to what In the Burial's sort of done in the past. Obviously, starting out as more tech death band, and then we added keys and obviously myself. So it's a little bit of a different sound, but we've heard nothing but positive feedback from it, which has been great.
Absolutely.
It's been great. We've positive feedback from people who knew us from previous lineups and just people who've never been exposed to us before. It's all been positive, which is kind of surprising to us because we were locked away for so long.
Well, it has been a long time coming for this second album, but you're saying it's going to be out in 2017, so you must be itching to get the whole thing out there.
It's a lengthy process from start to finish. It always takes a long amount of time. I'm just keen. We still have a fair bit of work to go ahead of us, but 2017 is definitely the goal for us.
The songs are all written already. It's just a matter of polishing everything up and, just making sure that we're happy with each song and that it can kind of stand the test of being worthy of being put on a full length. We'd like to have more than we need. That way, obviously when you record, sometimes things don't sound like you'd imagine and you want to have voice, I guess. You want all killers, no fillers, so it's better to have too much. So there's a lot of different stuff that's going to be on there. Like I said too, like there's keys and things like that, so we've got some atmospheric sort of stuff going on. There's still a little bit of the technical aspect of things going on there, but there's a lot of new stuff too, which we're really, really excited to release. So definitely 2017 on the cards for us. That's our goal.
So are Nathan and Philip going to feature on the album?
Yes, definitely for that. With the two tracks previous, it was recorded mainly by myself, and the drums done by Fox and vocals Mel and those keys. But it's a full lineup, it's a full band, so the full band's going to feature on the album too.
Brilliant. And so, do you have a concept in mind for the album, like lyrically, or?
Hard to say at this point whether I could kind of consolidate it all as into one concept. I thought that's what I was going to do with it, but it seems like some of the songs that were written, I guess, from a lyric perspective, they're not all following the same kind of theme. So what I thought started as a concept to say the first sort of 4 or 5 songs ended up expanding a bit and kind of went into different areas, I guess, conceptually. So, I don't think it's going to be a concept album, but there is some similar themes that run across all of the lyrical content.
Awesome. And do you have a title for the album?
No, not yet. A couple of ideas, but nothing set in stone.
Okay, so obviously with the lineup changes and stuff, you guys have had a few setbacks during the process of making this. What's kept you motivated to keep it all going?
Just writing and jamming and writing and jamming and just believing in what we want to do. We truly believe in what we're doing, and we all had to come to an understanding. Is it what we want to do? And we all agreed, yeah, this is exactly what we want to do. This is the style of music we want to play. It just made it easier. It made it so much more easier.
Obviously, too, you work with what you've got, and Mark's really good at writing other parts. So the members that we didn't have, obviously, we were down a guitarist and a bass player for that time. So, Mark being a guitarist wrote second guitar parts and everything. Also, like the bass lines and stuff like that. So, we were just sort of making the most of what we had and just thought, okay, if we're not able to do live shows at this minute, let's just write to our heart's content. And that's pretty much why we have a whole album worth of songs that we can do, because we just spent that time in that writing process.
Oh, well, good on you guys. And just to finish up, you've got a big gig coming up on December 3 with Departe in No Haven. Are you going to be premiering any new songs at that one?
I got a feeling we will be.
Well, in saying that, most of our whole set's new. So, so there's nothing off of Born of Suffering on there. It's generally a whole new set. So it'll be a lot of songs that we played at the last show, but they're the first time that we've performed those songs. So I think there's another couple in the pipeline which will probably be ready for it that haven't been heard. So to the general public, most of it's going to be new, but to us, there's probably only a couple new ones that may make it onto that set.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait for the night. Thank you very much for speaking with me, guys, and for being our Band of the Month. Can't wait to hear the new album.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, Cameron, man. It's an honour. Thank you.